Cool, we are officially back on the horse. I'm just going to apologize straight off the bat here. I've been away for a few weeks, so I'm probably going to be a little bit rusty. I do remember where we were up to here. I do remember that we're going to go and murder ourselves a giant snake properly this time. I know the snake managed to escape in the last encounter, but this one, it's going down. It's going down to Chinatown for real this time. We just need some extra grenades, which is why I'm going to do a little bit of backtracking to that room with the extra supplies. I think it's the room that the little elevator from the basement kitchen goes up to. And we also are going to pick ourselves up a car battery. Only it's not for a car. There are no cars in this game. It's for an elevator in the backyard, which will enable us access to the old tunnel system. Was that a crimson? I'm pretty sure that was a crimson. I'm going to keep that in mind for when we have to inevitably run down that hallway. But for now, we're okay. This is just a regular old supply run. Nothing to worry about here. Even Gavin there is a non-issue. Unless we want to run around and get some herbs around the other side. But we're all about the grenade ammo down here. This is... Ooh, acid shells. Lovely. I was actually hoping for incendiary shells, because fire kind of really beats everything. And this is the battery, which we'll need for that lift in the back. So, let's see if we can get ourselves some extra herbs and spices. Probably means Gavin down here is going to have to say goodbye to his head. Oh boy. He got a little handsy. We don't like it when zombies get handsy. They get tased. That's how it should always be dealt with. Now, if he knows what's good for him, he's going to stay down. And I don't think... No, he's getting up. Say bye to your head. Bye-bye head. Oh well. Now that that's dealt with, we can proceed unimpeded. That guy on the floor is probably going to turn to a crimson. But fortunately... we're never going to come back through this room ever again. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Even though there's a red and a green down there, we're never going to come through here again. There are alternate ways around. This doorknob's broken. We can't really go through this way. And, yeah, there's no alternate route. So what we're going to have to do is go back down to the Hall of Mirrors, where there are some crimsons, and hopefully not die. Really don't want to be dying at this particular point, because... as we all know, save points are very few and far between. I can hear him. He's running. I'm just going to wait around this corner. I'm going to wait for him to come to me. Oh, he had to pause. Suck it. Ah, you know what? I hate it when they kind of do that stumbly death, where you accidentally waste an extra shotgun round on them. It feels like such a... What? Was that you? Was that the guy on the floor? He better not be getting up. No, he's not getting up. We're okay. We're okay. But there is a guy around the corner. We're ready for him. One more. Hey, these crimsons aren't so bad this time round. That's pretty much all we need to deal with in that hallway now. I'm feeling pretty confident. I am bolstered by this experience. Emboldened, even. I'm starting to think that this snake is going to be a little bit of a cakewalk. Now we've got all our ammo in the right place as well. Thankfully, none of these statues here will try and chase me down. If you remember all the way back in that previous episode where I put the fake key down, that kind of disengages the trap. So all we really need to worry about is dealing with the snake. Dealing with the snake. Because we need... I can't remember what exactly it drops when it dies. I know there's something that happens. Maybe it's a book. Maybe it's one of the medals. But we got some green herbs here. We are going to indulge ourselves with those babies. In fact, I'm probably gonna combine at least one pair of those, because mixed herb is always better than single herb. And let's face it, I'm not a very good player of this particular game, so we're probably going to need... Oh, we got some snake-like movement, I guess. I'm sure that's what a giant snake sounds like. I couldn't honestly tell you. Yeah, I'm running away. This is a very bad position to be fighting a giant snake from. But this area down here will give us a lot more room for maneuverability. And we're going to make Sammy the Snake down here eat a few high incendiary rounds. Actually, no, I wish I had high incendiary rounds. All we've got are regular rounds and acid rounds. So we're going to have to make do. We're just going to have to make do. So that's 3 of those done. I'm going to have to reload the acid rounds now, I think. Yep. Let's see if these pack a punch. Oh, that is like the worst firing range out of all of them. Yeah, it doesn't... Oh, he's dead. I was going to say the acid rounds don't really fly very far, but they apparently pack a little bit of a punch. Because that is Sammy over and done with. I think, at the very least. Let's check. We can walk into him, but not much else. I was hoping there'd be a little animation where you can just, kick the thing to make sure it's going to stay down, but apparently not. So, what have we got? We've got... Oh, this is the book with the other medal in it. I think this is the wolf medal. But I'll have to wait till I open it up to check. But first, we're just going to double check that this door is in fact actually locked from this side as well. I'm pretty sure it's open on the Chris campaign. You can get through here with Chris. He can just unlock the latch. But apparently not with Jill. So we're going to just have to backtrack up this ways. But yeah, that was surprisingly easy. And what have we got in the book? We have got... Ooh, the wolf medal. Awesome. I'm sure that will be useful at some point in the near future. As is usually the case with all of these items in Resident Evil. Wunderbar. So we're going to put the old wolf medal in the storage box here. No, we do not need the self-defense gun yet. And we are going to toddle ourselves over to the opposite side of the mansion, because it's about time to go explore the backyard again. But actually, come to think of it, along the way, I'm going to check out one of the little side rooms around here, because there's a broken shotgun in this room, and I'm pretty sure there's a few extra ink ribbons as well that I'm surely going to need in future. But I'm just really curious here. I have absolutely no idea if the broken shotgun here is going to be useful in any way, shape, or form. But I've got a feeling it's going to be helpful to have it in my inventory at some point. Because I know in the tunnels there's a few latch switch type things that require you to put an item on them to unlock a door. So I don't know. I could be totally wrong. But it's worth taking the chance. Good grief, I am tired of backtracking through this mansion. There's just one small mercy to this place being designed by a psychopath, and that's the fact that we've got all these little secret shortcuts all over the place, because otherwise it would just drive me crazy, endlessly going back and forth, but, oh god, yeah, that's a door I can unlock. We've got the appropriate key for that. I think this is the Spencer study, and there's at least one important item in here, and a few other useful ones, if I remember correctly. But first, I think we need to turn on this lamp, because it's a bit too damn dark in here. Is there a switch? Damn right we're pressing it. Hey, there we go. We got an item that's suddenly glistening in the lamplight. Ooh, and we've also got a battery pack for the taser. Always useful. And this thing is kind of useless in its current form. We have to pick up something else in order to make it actually useful and unlock the end game, as I like to think of it. And there's something else in here, I'm sure of it. Ooh, shotgun shells. We can't carry any more of them. Balls. Anyway, this is the home stretch now, folks. It's all pretty much straightforward from here, because when we get to the tunnels, that'll lead through to getting the extra bits and pieces that I need for the umbrella emblems, and then that should give us access to the super top secret labs underneath the mansion. So, yeah, spoilers if you haven't played Resident Evil before, but come on. Enough time has passed between when it first came out and now, so if this is honestly a surprise to you, then where the hell have you been? Where the hell have you been? So, what do we need to do here? Well, firstly, I need to put the battery in the lift. So that means going all the way through the drainage pool, all the way around the other side and plugging that battery in, coming back up and turning the old crank. So, busy work, basically. Really annoying busy work. I'm just hoping that no hunters decide to spring out of that friggin' pool, because that would be annoying. We're good. We're good. We're okay. We're okay. No hunters for us today. Oh, bugger. I think we got... Oh, Jesus Christ. We got snakes. 3? This is unfair. We're dodging the hell out of this. No more snakes for us. No more snakes. I'm probably poisoned, aren't I? I'm pretty sure I'm poisoned. I'm probably going to have to go all the way up to the resident shack and get some friggin' blue herbs just to cure myself. Well, thanks for making busy work even more busy, Resident Evil. That was a lot of snake bites. I'm surprised I'm not below green on the poison scale here, so I'm going to risk it. We're going to plug the old battery into the lift here, and then we're going to go cure ourselves of a potentially life-threatening poison infection. Because that's just how I roll. I like to play it close to the bone, goddammit. You know what would be the ultimate FU right here? It would be if there's even more poisonous snakes in this bloody alleyway. Because I know the first time round on my way up here, there was a bunch of them that dropped down from the ceiling. So I'm just crossing whatever I can cross right now to make sure that doesn't happen. We're good so far, we're good so far. Please, no more snakes. No more snakes for me. We're good, we're fine. We're fine, we've made it to the residence. We've made it to the glorious sanctuary of Blue Herb, and we can put this horrible poison infection behind us. We're down to yellow already. That's how quick it works. It just really eats away at you. So I'm going to have to... Yeah, I'm going to have to combine this with the green herb that I've got here and just heal a little bit as well as cure the poison. So we're all good now. We can actually progress, but I'm going to take an extra blue just to make sure. Sweet, so that's the lift repaired. Now, all that's left to do is to run back around to the drainage pool and crank that. Get all the water back in and hopefully never have to see poison snakes ever again. I mean, you would have thought after taking out the big kahuna, you know, the big Sammy the snake, you'd be done with snakes. They'd move on to the next scary animal, but no. They still persist. So, what? It's not working? Do I have to stand a little closer? Probably. You gotta be annoyingly precise with certain items in Resident Evil. But here we go. Oh yeah, crank that, Jill. Any minute now, Jill. But now the sound of rushing water for any of you out there that desperately need to pee. And this should open up the little waterfall that's back down the other side of the lift. So we're going to backtrack like usual and see what we can see. Right, the waterfall should be officially switched off and the fountain's running, so that's a good sign. Hey, the dank, moist caves await. The dank, moist caves of doom, in fact. But there's a fair few interesting encounters to be had down here in the tunnels. I can't remember exactly what order they're in, but I know that I'm not going through that door first. We're going to find the save point first, because that's the smart thing to do. And considering we've got a surplus of ink ribbons, I think it's best for us to go ahead and use them liberally. But first, we're probably going to put away this crank, because we will not need this ever again, if my memory serves me right. It's in fact a totally different crank that we'll need in this dank tunnel. Anything else while I'm here? Nah, let's just save it. The spelunking officially begins here. Who knows what we'll find in these disturbingly moist tunnels. But I'm pretty sure we'll at least find several boulders, maybe a few hunters. I can't be sure in what order, but there's at least one boulder there. That one isn't going to threaten us, I think. But I'm gonna stay on my toes just in case. Secretly, I'm actually holding out for a bunch of shotgun ammunition, because now that I come to think about it, I think I forgot to pick up the shotgun ammo in the Spencer study earlier, so, yeah, I feel like a bit of a numpty. Anyway, we can only forge ahead, and that is damn well what we're gonna do. What's down this hole? Well, something, at the very least. It's a huge gaping hole, we can't jump down it. So instead, let's investigate this panel down here. So this should have a doohickey inside of it. A doohickey that goes by the amusing name of the shaft. And before we can use our shaft, we're going to have to stick it into another piece of doohickey what's-it in order to make the elevator shaft more functional. It's all very technical, I'm sure you can tell. Anyway, what's through this mystery door? There's got to be something. I don't remember this. Oh, we got a cutscene.
You, Jill.
Is it another Mystery Stars member?
Voice Enrico's?
Enrico! I have no idea who Enrico is.
Are you with anybody, Jill?
Are you saying,
No.
is she single?
But why?
The stars are finished. Someone is a traitor.
I vote Barry. It's clearly Barry and his giant magnum. He's clearly the traitor. Oh no! Carlos!
Enrico!
I mean Enrico!